Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Talking Raw. I'm your host, Kris, and I have to say something. I am very sick today, so if you see me wiping my nose at all, I'm not going to be blowing into the microphone. I'm just going to be wiping my nose. And I'm also really mad because I have to re-record this again. So, I'm not having a good day, but I'm going to make sure my eyes are on this webcam at all times. So, no funny business happens with lagging or the FPS being off. So let's get into Raw tonight. Raw was not good, by the way, and this has nothing to do with my mood or anything. There were highs in the show and there were lows, and the lows were very, very low. So we're gonna get into that right now. We started the show off with Brock Lesnar. Heyman was saying that Joe deserved Heyman's words of praise, but after he put him in the coquina clutch, he's now just a coward. He said that the other Samoans stay away from Joe because they're embarrassed that he's Samoan. Joe then comes out and an all-out brawl ensued. Security guards, the whole entire roster came out. It was awesome. It was awesome. That's exactly something that brawl was exactly something that was needed in this type of feud because when you have two titans like Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar going at each other, you're going to need a brawl like that with the whole roster coming out to spike up the intensity in the feud. This segment was fantastic. Was it as good as last week's? I don't know. I don't know if it was as good as last week's. I'll say this. This one was more physical, whereas last week's was more promo based. So, I don't know. 1A and 1B. That's how I look at it as. Paul Heyman plays his role so well. He really does. As the advocate to Brock Lesnar, he's fantastic in his role. And look, the brawl was pure brutality and utterly brilliant. I loved Joe's look when he was walking down the ring. That's exactly the look a man should have when he goes to war. That's why I enjoy, wrestlers like Samoa Joe. See, what pisses me off more than anything else is when I see Rich Swann dancing to the ring doing this. I hate it because you're going to war. Do you see UFC fighters dancing on their way to the ring or to the octagon? No, because they're going into war. And Samoa Joe looked like a man who was going into war tonight. And a war ensued when Joe and Lesnar went at it. It was awesome. It was epic. I cannot wait for this feud. Or I can't wait for this match. I think it's going to be epic at Great Balls of Fire. But also, I heard that at Great Balls of Fire, they don't even know what matches they're doing outside of that match. So, yeah, I don't know. Elias Sampson versus Dean Ambrose. I'll continue to say this. Elias Sampson is a beast. He continues his hot streak with another win. With that being said, the match was only okay. The Miz came in basically to help Elias Sampson, and Elias Sampson ends up getting the win via a swinging neck breaker. We get a Gold Dust video package. It was good, but I just want to see Gold Dust in the ring now. I want to see I want to see Gold Dust in the ring now. And I just got a news story saying that Golden State won. R.I.P. NBA. Kurt Angle runs down the Miz after the match between Elias Sampson and Dean Ambrose. Asked him what he was doing out there. Miz said that he's still angry for what Dean Ambrose did to him last week. Miz told Kurt that he has his own problems of his own. Miz says that Ambrose should be suspended and fired. Kurt says that he'll do neither. Look, I'd love to see an Angle versus Miz match, and I think that's where they're going. I really do, because if you think about it, I don't see a better opponent for Angle at this stage of his career than The Miz. When you look at it, The Miz is a very safe worker, and I think that's what WWE doesn't want to risk anything with putting Angle in the ring with a Samoa Joe or a Roman Reigns. I don't think that's the way they'd like to go, because those guys are very, very stiff workers, and I just don't think Kurt Angle's body would be able to hold up against either of those two men. We then get Cedric Alexander versus Noam Dar. Cedric Alexander wins via lumbar check after Noam Dar was FaceTiming Alicia Fox. I didn't find this segment funny at all. It was really bad. Alicia Fox is really, really annoying. Look, they need to move on from the Cruiserweight division, cut their ties, The guys you like, put them on the main roster. Somebody like a Cedric Alexander, who I even said in a comment section of a video before, could be a future Universal Champion. That's how good this guy is. Keep people like him, Aries, Neville, Tony Nese. Keep the guys you want. Put the rest of them in NXT, because right now the Cruiserweight division is irredeemable at the moment. There's no way they're going to get over. If they haven't gotten over yet, they're not going to get over anytime soon. We then get a promo hyping Roman Reigns' announcement for next week, and it is a SummerSlam announcement. So who will his opponent be? I'd have to think it's going to be Braun Strowman. I really do. Or he's going to say the winner of Brock and Joe, which, I mean, I just want Roman Reigns to win the title so we can get it over with and done, and we don't have to have another WrestleMania main event with the Roman Reigns in it. We then get a Bray Wyatt promo, which is interrupted by Seth Rollins. It was a good segment. Seth Rollins is big time. I feel as though I have to remind people of this because people continue to overlook Seth Rollins, especially as a babyface. I feel as though right now he's starting to gain his momentum as a babyface, and he could be the next big star in WWE. So there's that. I continue not to care about Bray Wyatt, though. That's just something that's going to continue happening. Bray Wyatt, right now, he says a lot of stuff, but he doesn't back it up with any type of wins. So we're going to move on. Kalisto versus Apollo Crews. This is the never-ending feud. Akira Tozawa, by the way, was in the front row if anybody cares. I didn't care about the match or the segment. Apollo Crews wins. Who cares? Like I said, the Cruiserweight division right now is irredeemable. Oh, no, this wasn't even a Cruiserweight match, but Apollo Crews is also somebody who's irredeemable, which sucks because I love Apollo Crews. We then get an Alexa Bliss promo that Nia Jax saves us from, and then out comes Mickie James and Dana Brooke, then out comes the best wrestler on the women's roster, which is Emma, by the way. I don't care what anybody else says. And then comes Sasha Banks, and then a brawl starts, and a 6-woman tag match is made. This segment was not good. I hate when WWE books promos like this. Nobody was able to get any type of momentum behind them during this promo. And we then got a 6-woman tag match, which, like I said, I didn't care about at all. I didn't care about it. I didn't even write it in my notes. I forgot to. I just don't care about this division at the moment. It's a disgrace. We then get extreme disappointment with Bayley. And Raw tonight was extremely disappointing, and so is this division. So it's not just extreme disappointment with Bayley. It's extreme disappointment with everybody in and around Raw, except Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. That's it. And it's sad how bad they've screwed up Bayley. It really is sad how they screwed up Bayley. I want to know why, at the end of the segment, Corey Graves said, "Oh, I need a cigarette now." Yet, they're promoting against cigarettes. You know, it just made no sense to me. It just makes absolutely no sense to me. Heath Slater and Rhino versus The Miz and a guy dressed as a bear. The bear reveal was one of the most cringe moments of WWE so far. It's hard to top the cringe that we've seen in this segment. Slater and Rhino win via dirty deeds from Ambrose, who was in the bear suit after the guy in the bear suit got skull-crushing finale by The Miz, and then Dean puts the bear head on Miz. Way to make your IC champion look strong, and way to put prestige on that title. Ever since he's gotten that title, he's looked like a complete joke, that being The Miz. And when Ambrose had the title, he was a complete joke. So WWE continuing to book the Intercontinental Championship weak as hell. This segment was terrible. This was one of the worst segments all year. So we're going to move on. Neville versus Rich Swann. Neville beat up Swann before the match even got started. And then he cut a fantastic promo on the whole entire division. Neville is a great heel. Now, what's going to happen when they decide to bring him up to the main roster? I don't know. I hope that he continues his momentum. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I hope he continues his momentum going up on the main roster. Because, look, he's fantastic. We then get Enzo and Cass versus the Club. Cass was beat up in the back with their Revival walking in the background. The camera goes back to the ring. The Club cut a very funny promo, which I actually legitimately thought was funny. The Club win this match, and they need to get pushed. I mean, Obviously, if they haven't gotten pushed now, they're not going to get pushed anytime soon. So this is just all for nothing. Revivals, the Revival were the ones that beat up Cass. I mean, let's be honest. Revival were the ones that beat up Cass. Because, look, they were in the background, like, sneaking around. So I think it's the Revival. And I wouldn't be disappointed with that because they're the best tag team on the planet. I don't care what anybody says. Samoa Joe is interviewed and tells Mike Rome that he will be the next Universal Champion. My lord, this match will be epic. Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar is going to be match of the year. It will top Okada and Omega. Mark my words right now. This will be a slobber knocker of epic proportions. And I can't wait for the match. We then have the Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro. This was the best match that these two teams had. There was no need for a 2 out of 3 fall stipulation. And look, terrible ending to a fantastic match. A really good match. Sheamus and Cesaro win by countout. But basically, to recap Raw tonight, I wouldn't say it was a horrible show because there were some high points in the show. But overall, WWE needs to know what they're doing going into Great Balls of Fire because apparently I heard that they don't even have any matches outside of Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar booked. So if that's the case, you can tell that the people in creative have absolutely no idea what they're doing. And this needs to be called out by everybody because right now the product is at the lowest it has been. And it's crazy because the roster is at the highest point it has been. I mean, I talked about the NBA being at a low. The WWE is at a low as well. Not as low as the NBA, but WWE is at a very low point. Raw tonight, like I said, not a good show. Not a horrible show. It just wasn't good. And like I said, there were some high points and there were some low points. So that's it. I conquered this review twice. Hopefully it can finally go up. But if you did enjoy this, please do subscribe, hit that like button, comment on this, and share with your friends. Have a good one, guys.